Hey everyone, so if you're a dog owner here in Fenton, you already know what a great place this is. But to really get out and enjoy it all with your best friend, having a well-trained dog is just everything. So today, we're going to break down exactly how you can find that perfect trainer right here in town.
I mean, just picture it for a second. You're taking these really nice, peaceful walks along the Shawwassee River. Or maybe you're heading downtown for the farmer's market, and your dog is just calm, confident. Isn't that what we all want? A dog that can happily and safely be a part of our community? Well, that's exactly what the right training can do for you.
All right, so what makes a great trainer? Let's talk about their philosophy, credentials, and methods. Before you even start looking at names, you've got to know what to look for. It really boils down to these three things: their overall approach, their qualifications, and the actual techniques they use.
Okay, so let's talk about positive reinforcement. This is really what you want to see. Think of it this way. Instead of correcting bad behavior, you're rewarding the good stuff. When your dog does something you like, they get something they like. A treat, some praise, maybe their favorite toy. It's all based on solid science, and honestly, it just works. It helps you build this amazing, trusting bond with your dog, and it makes training feel like a fun game instead of a chore.
Now, this is something a lot of people don't realize. Michigan doesn't actually require dog trainers to have a license. So how do you know who's legit? Well, that's where these certifications come in. They're basically your proof that a trainer has put in the work, passed some tough exams, and really knows their stuff. For instance, if you see KPA CTP, that's from the Karen Pryor Academy, a big name in positive reinforcement. CPDTK shows they have a broad base of knowledge. And if you're dealing with something more serious like aggression, you'll definitely want to look for a specialist with something like a CBCKT or CTC. These letters really do matter.
And here's a really important takeaway. You want to stay far away from any trainer who uses fear, intimidation, or pain. I'm talking about things like shock collars, choke chains, or yelling. Those old-school punishment-based methods, they often backfire and can create more anxiety and even aggression. Real effective training is all about building trust and clear communication. It's about motivating your dog, not forcing them.
All right, Section 2, formats, programs, and costs. Let's dig into the practical side of things, finding the right fit for your needs and, of course, your budget. There are a bunch of different options out there, so let's figure out what's going to work best for you and your dog.
So one of the first big choices you'll probably make is between group classes and private sessions. Group classes, they're awesome for socialization, especially for puppies. Plus, your dog gets to practice listening to you with all sorts of distractions around, which is super valuable. On the flip side, private sessions are tailored just for you. If you're dealing with specific issues at home, like your dog going nuts when the doorbell rings or jumping all over visitors, this is where private training really shines.
But it doesn't stop there. There are some other great formats too. In-home coaching, for example, is fantastic because the trainer comes to you and works on problems right where they actually happen. Then there's day training, where you drop your dog off, a professional trains them, and you pick them up later. It's a lifesaver if you're really busy. And for a really big transformation, there's board and train. It's like a training boot camp for your dog, super immersive and can get you faster results.
Okay, let's talk money. I know this is on everyone's mind. This chart gives you a pretty good ballpark for what you can expect to pay for training here in and around Fenton. You can see group classes are the most budget-friendly option. Private lessons are a step up, and then you've got packages and board and train programs, which are a bigger investment. It really just depends on what level of support you're looking for.
So now you've got a short list of trainers. What's next? It's time to ask some questions. This part is all about making a confident and informed choice. Think of the consultation like an interview. You're hiring someone for a really important job.
And you'll want to go into that conversation prepared. Ask them point blank, what methods and what equipment do you use? What are your credentials? How are you going to tailor this for my dog and my lifestyle? You also need to know how you'll track progress and what the total costs are. And hey, it's totally fair to ask if you can meet them for a quick evaluation before you commit to anything. You're looking for answers that make you feel comfortable and confident.
Okay, let's shift gears a little bit and talk about some local rules and resources here in Fenton. Being a great dog owner isn't just about training at home. It's also about knowing the rules of the road and being a good neighbor.
So here are the key things every Fenton dog owner should know. First, leashes are required in all public spaces, unless you're in a designated dog park. Super simple. Second, your dog has to have a rabies vaccination, that's state law, and be licensed with the city of Fenton if they're over 6 months old. And finally, nuisance barking. Yep, if your dog barks excessively, it can actually violate city noise ordinances. Just one more reason why training is so helpful.
And the great news is we have some fantastic local spots to practice all these new skills. Cornerstone Dog Park is perfect for working on that recall in a safe, fenced-in area. You can take your dog for a leashed walk on the trails at Bush Park to practice focusing around squirrels and other distractions. And Strom Park, with those paths right along the river, is just ideal for practicing your loose leash walking. You can really use our beautiful city as your classroom.
So how do you put all of this together to build a great life with your dog? Because that's really what this is all about, right? Finding the right trainer, using humane methods, knowing the local spots, it's all part of a bigger picture. It's about creating a really happy, stress-free life together.
Because at the end of the day, a well-trained dog just makes life better. You can enjoy everything Fenton has to offer without worry. It means less stress for you, a happier life for your dog, and a stronger connection between you both. So I hope this helps you find that perfect training partner. Go out and enjoy this wonderful town with your best friend.